Well, we got off to somewhat of a rocky start from a defensive standpoint. I thought we fouled a little bit too much in the first half, and then the second half, I thought we made some defensive adjustments to slow them down and not give them as many shots at the basket. But overall, was happy with the atmosphere and tremendously happy with the outcome.
You mentioned making adjustments on defense. What kind of adjustments did you make? And also, was it just getting more intensity out of your defense?
Well, the adjustment that we made, which is an adjustment I really don't like, but sometimes you have to go against what you like to get wins and to get stops. And we went to a more sagging defense because we had trouble keeping them in front of us. So we sagged and kind of stayed a little tighter to Kalu, who we really didn't have her under control all game long. But I thought it really made them think a little bit, made them move the ball more than putting their heads down and going, and it worked in our favor. Well, I mean, the intensity seemed to pick up, not from a defensive standpoint. We got stops. I think that helped, and then we were able to get out in transition because we were getting stops.
Question in the middle.
You seemed to go to the bench early and often and then continue there. You ended up playing everybody. Was that part of the game plan?
I think, I kind of look at how players are practicing, and the people that were coming off the bench have been practicing extremely well. Olivia Gaines is one that, probably had some of her best practices leading up to this particular game. So I wanted to get her in the game a little bit sooner than usual, just to capitalize on her energy and her ability. She was knocking down shots and making really good decisions in practice. But we got a team full of players that can play at any given time, and once it's tournament time, you want them to get the experience of playing.
Back right on TV.
Coach, we've talked about your depth all season long. How important is it for them to play as consistently as they did tonight as you guys continue to go forward in the tournament?
Our depth is a big part of who we are, just like our experience is a big part of who we are. I think when each and every person does their job, does what they have done for us for now 33 games, we are a really hard team to be reckoned with. And, if they're staying in character and doing, what they've done, more times than not, we'll win basketball games.
Back right.
Coach, 56 points in the paint. Your front court shot over 90%. Was that kind of a game plan thing going in, or is that something that kind of evolved over time?
Well, we scored 70 points in the paint the last time we played them, and it is an advantage that we needed to take advantage of. So we wanted to pound the ball inside even more. I thought we settled in the first half for some jumpers versus pounding the ball inside. But it took over a 40-minute period. We have to impose our will of getting the ball to our post players who shoot at a really high percentage. And I thought we did that, extremely well, in the second half to kind of pull away.
In the back on TV.
Coach, you guys led the NCAA in attendance all year. How glad were you to give your supporters that have been here all regular season this win right here in Columbia?
Just really appreciative of all the people who came out today. The ticket prices aren't, ideal, in comparison to what they are during the regular season, but appreciative of people coming out, paying, and obviously we got the win, so hopefully they got their money's worth. But we're going to need them even more come Sunday night. With whoever wins, tonight, Syracuse or Nebraska, we're going to need them to pack this house so they can will us to a win, because there are very good competition between the two of those teams.
Back right.
Coach, would you do anything different this year in the tournament than you've done in the past?
In the tournament?
Yes.
No, I mean, I think we need to go by, what we have been for 33 games. I don't think you can go by what happened in last year's tournament. the team that stays most in character, whether that's us or our opponent, is probably going to be the team that wins the basketball game.
Up in the middle.
Dawn, two questions. One, are you concerned about the lack of energy coming out? And two, are you concerned about Tiffany? Again, didn't have a terrific performance, had a few turnovers early, and it was kind of off her usual game.
Did I say that we had a lack of energy? Because we put 43 points on the scoreboard in the first half. That's a lot of points. We just don't give up, 30 points in the first half. So, I think, for our team, I think we didn't handle ball screen defense as well as we liked. And Savannah State, we knew coming into the game that was an area in which they were going to continue to, expose us, if you will. But for us, no, I think we're a team in which is going to take people's best shot, especially being at home. But for us, it's over a 40-minute period, and if we're doing what we're supposed to do, we'll have runs in us to open up the basketball game. Tiffany Mitchell, Tiffany Mitchell is, at a point where I think she's trying to do too much. I think she's got to let the game slow down and just take what the defense gives her. I think she's anticipating a little bit more pressure than she's receiving, so she's not, taking what they're giving her. She's kind of forcing the issue a little bit, and she'll make an adjustment. I wanted to put her back in the game, then I thought about, making her mad, sitting her the rest of the game so she'll be ready to play on Sunday.
Question up front.
How does the preparation process vary, or does it get more difficult, once you get to conference tournament and NCAA tournament play when you really only have one day off between games?
Well, it's a breath of fresh air from, playing in the SEC tournament. We do have a day to prepare. We do have an entire practice to prep for, but when you're playing in this type of setting, it's the team that's able to turn the page and focus in on the next task at hand, and our team has been really good with that all season long. So I think if we stay in character, we'll be okay.